How's it going, everybody? Loren Daniels here with Action Coach. I am here at the beautiful Aliante Casino. The reason why we're here today is because we are here on day 10 out of 10 of the new coach training. So come along with me inside and we're going to go meet some of the new coaches. I am here with Ugur.
Perfect.
Nice to meet you, good sir.
Nice to meet you, Loren.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. So I just wanted to ask you a few questions, get to know you a little bit before we make it official and make you an action coach.
Perfect.
So first of all, tell us a little bit about your career background prior to joining Action Coach.
Of course. I'm an engineer. I worked as project manager and business analyst in 3 different banks in Turkey for 12 years. 6 months ago, I decided to exit corporate life and set up my own software development company.
Oh.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah. Now, I face some problems running a business because from a technical guy to a business management, there are lots of challenges when we faced. So I looked for support from our Turkish team Action Coach. Then my ways put with Action Coach way. So here to learn so many things. It's so excited to be here, and I'm sad because it's finished. Now 90 days waiting for us.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. So how did you first hear about Action Coach?
In my previous job, I won entrepreneurship challenge, and the reward was Action Coach trainings. So I'm a bit luckier than the others. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's always good to have a little bit of a leg up, you know what I mean? It's never a bad thing.
Perfect.
So during the training, what was your biggest challenge and what steps did you take to overcome that challenge?
I'm a bit afraid of unknowns. And before coming here, it's a bit dangerous for me. I don't know what to expect, but NG informed us, don't ask, don't query the system. In 10 days you will understand everything. Now, today is the last day, and we learned what NG tried to say. It's clear now.
Excellent, excellent. So let's talk about BFOs for a second. What was your biggest BFO during the training? What was your biggest BFO during the training? That's really
I had lots of BFOs, but I can say marketing is math.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. So now that you're about to become an action coach officially, what makes you proudest of all to be an action coach?
Yesterday was so important for me because I found my why. Now I can see that my why is equal to Action Coach vision, world abundance through business education. Because I have 1-year-old daughter, and I want to spend more time with her. I want to create a happier life for her. But it won't be enough if I can create only a life for her. The other children or her friends should be happy. So I will work with business owners to improve their profitability, to be more happy with their family. That's why I'm here.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, it's always, as soon as you figure out your why, that's when everything just starts to come together. It's really incredible.
It was unbelievable. Even my wife can't understand. How can I find it? So maybe I should send her to the training also.
Yeah, yeah, we'd love to have her, absolutely. Yeah. Well, Ugur, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Loren.
I wish you the most success in your career moving forward, and it sounds like you're in this for the right reasons. So
yes.
that's kind of how it works with Action Coach. People, as long as you're doing the coaching for the right reasons, then everything else will follow suit. So
thank you very much.
Thank you again, and everybody else out there, please join me in welcoming Coach Ugur to the Action Coach team. I need to practice on that name. I just need to hope I'm getting better at it. But all right, guys. So actually, you know what? Actually, I apologize. I actually have a bonus question for you.
Of course.
Would you like to take a selfie with me for social media?
Of
okay,
course.
excellent, awesome. I got my selfie stick right down here. All right.
But as a one rule,
What's that?
you must also find me.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll definitely find you.
Take me.
Okay, 3, 2, and 1. I am here with Coach Stephani. It is a pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you too.
I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions just to get to know you a little bit before we make it official and make you an action coach. So tell us a little bit about your career background before joining Action Coach.
Well, I am a food engineer, so I graduated from university 5 years ago, and then I started working at an international enterprise back in Ecuador. I worked there for 3 years almost, and then I worked in the R&D department and then I decided to move to the United States and begin with Action Coach.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So how did you actually hear about Action Coach?
Well, I hear it because of my sister. We were trying to find something to do together, so we started to search for businesses. My father come to Orlando for having a franchise too, and then we came with him, and then it appears Action Coach, and we decided to join it.
Excellent, excellent. That's a pretty cool story. So during the training, what was your biggest challenge, and what steps did you take to overcome that challenge?
For me, it was presenting. I don't like that much to be surrounded or talking to people, but well, my biggest challenge was to push me through my comfort zone and start talking to the audience and being a good speaker.
Excellent, excellent. That was a big one for me too, was reaching out and actually talking to people, because when I started doing these interviews with all the coaches and stuff, I was like, I don't want to. but yeah, it's just something you have to, it's repetition, you got to practice and all that. So let's talk about BFOs for a second. What was your biggest BFO, and yeah, what was your biggest BFO during training?
For me, my biggest BFO was to find my why and my reason for being here. So make it really clear, because I didn't have a goal, but now since I began this training, it was much easier to find my goal. And then it was like the dream chart, that it was so cool, because there was like all my goals set there, and they were real. They were my real goals to follow.
Excellent. I love the dream chart. That's one of my favorite things to do. So now that you're officially about to become an action coach, why are you proud to be an action coach?
I am proud to be a part of this family, because it's the world's #1 business coach firm. So why not be proud of this? So I am very excited about it.
It's always great to be a small part of something huge and world changing and stuff like that. So I actually had one last extra bonus question for you. It's pretty easy, I promise. Okay. Will you take a selfie with me?
Okay.
Okay, great, awesome. I got my selfie stick right here, ready to go. All right, 3, 2, and 1. I am here with Coach Turgut.
Yes.
Excellent. Nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you. I just wanted to ask you a few questions so we can get to know you before we make it official and make you an action coach. So, first of all, tell me about your career background before joining Action Coach.
Yeah. I was a business owner also, about the textile company, and 25 years old. And I had some investment about cosmetic and security sector. Last year I decided to exit all of them, and now I am an action coach.
Just like that, huh? Okay, so what was it about Action Coach? What drew you to Action Coach as opposed to the other opportunities out there?
I did always my best, and Action Coach is the best. It's one of the reasons of this.
That's a very good reason. Okay, so during training, what was your biggest challenge, and what steps did you take to overcome that challenge?
Firstly, it was an amazing training, and my best challenge is education. Education is the very important thing in our life. I will work with my clients to learn, grow, and master in their business.
Okay, so now that we're about to make it official and make you an action coach, why are you proud to be an action coach?
Action Coach is the big team, and I'm proud to be a member of this team.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, it's always a great thing to be a part of something that's huge. That's something that's making an impact on the world and stuff like that. So, Turgut, we welcome you with open arms. It was a pleasure talking to you, getting to know you a little bit. Everybody else out there, please join me in welcoming Action Coach Turgut. Yeah. Oh, sorry, one last question. I actually had a bonus question for you. It's an easy one, I promise. Okay. Will you take a picture with me?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. 2 and 3. I am here with Coach Daniela. Pleasure to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing very well. It's a pleasure to meet you. Glad to have you here and all that good stuff. So, thanks. I just wanted to ask you a few questions to get to know you a little bit before we make it official and make you an action coach. So first of all, tell us a little bit about your career background prior to joining Action Coach.
Prior coming to Action Coach, I used to work as an executive manager for an Italian company that built power plants. Then before that, I was a consultant in PricewaterhouseCoopers for 4 years, and then I decided to join here.
Excellent, excellent. So what about Action Coach drew you to the opportunity as opposed to other business opportunities out there?
Really, I was looking for something that really feel my growth as a person and also as my business goals. Though I found Action Coach that feel these two parts, my personal side and my business goals. So I thought it was perfect, so I joined them.
Excellent. So check both boxes for you. Perfect, yes. Perfect. So during the training, what was your biggest challenge, and what steps did you take to overcome that challenge?
When I came here, I thought that the selling process and marketing myself would be like a lot of things to see and focus, but then I understood all the process and how does it work, so it became easier, and I think it's just a matter of practice. But what really it's a challenge now, it's keeping focus on my big desire and my big goals and always get motivation from there. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So during training, what was your biggest BFO or blinding flash of the obvious?
My biggest BFO is that we have all the tools to be great, successful coaches, and it only depends on us and on our personal growth, on our mindset. So once we achieve all these things, all our personal growth, I think everything is possible. We can achieve all our business goals.
Absolutely, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more there. So now that we're going to make it official and make you an Action Coach officially, what makes you proudest of all to be an Action Coach?
Okay, I am really proud of being part now of our big family of Action Coach. I'm really proud being part of this new concept of world abundance. I really want to be part of this and be with business owners and help them to build, I will say, a better world, a better community for all of us.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Daniela, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome aboard, and we're glad to have you here with us. And everybody else out there, please join me in welcoming Action Coach Daniela. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. I have one more question for you. One last question. It's an easy one, I promise. Will you take a selfie with me?
Okay.
Excellent. Told you it was going to be easy. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. I am here with Action Coach Elaine. Nice to meet you. Pleasure to have you here. I just wanted to ask you a few questions to get to know you a little bit before we officially make you an Action Coach. So first of all, tell me a little bit about your career background prior to joining Action Coach.
For sure. I have worked in many different industries. The two last ones were about making a big and challenging great team. The first one in a challenger company making a money transfer, which name is, I don't say, 35 point of sales in 3 years. The second one in the franchisor, leader on his market, and I'm very proud of the both of the team.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so question 2. What was it about Action Coach? What drew you to Action Coach as opposed to the other business opportunities out there?
The vision. My entire life is dedicated to things that make sense for me. This is always the purpose of Action Coach, actually, helping business owners to build their business and build a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without them.
Excellent, excellent. Right, question 3. What was your biggest challenge during the training, and what steps did you take to overcome that challenge?
Finance, for sure. I always had a CFO in charge of this part. I need to educate myself on the subject.
Okay, yeah, that was a nice simple one. Finance usually trips up a lot of people though, so. So question 4, what was your biggest BFO during the training, or blinding flash of the obvious?
Very simple, the simplicity.
Very simple answer too. I like it.
The power of simplicity, excuse me. The power of simplicity.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. And so now that we're officially going to make you an action coach, why are you proud to be an action coach?
Being an action coach is a question of mindset. I'm proud to be selected to lead the French team and expand the Action Coach vision in French-speaking European countries.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Coach Elaine, it was a pleasure to meet you, and we're so glad to have you a part of the team now. I am here with Action Coach Umit. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Glad to have you
Thank
here
you.
with us today. And so I just wanted to ask you a few questions so we can get to know you before we officially make you an action coach. So first of all, tell me a little bit about your career background prior to joining Action Coach.
Prior to joining Action Coach, I spent approximately more than 20 years of corporate life as a manager and director. Mostly in accountancy, sales operation, also in the area of Exporters Association. I worked there as a Deputy Secretary General. So I was working with business owners already for 6 years, and then I found this opportunity, and that's great.
Excellent, and here you are today.
Yeah.
So, what drew you to Action Coach as opposed to other business opportunities out there?
I was just considering to do consultancy, and then I was searching on LinkedIn for kind of opportunities, and then I saw our ML's announcement about franchisee candidates. Then I said, why not? Because that's what I wish to do. And I look into the Action Coach website, and I saw that there is a lot bigger system, and all is there. So it's a worldwide company, and they're helping many business owners, and that was kind of my dream. That's why I have chosen Action Coach.
Excellent, excellent. So during the training, what was your biggest challenge, and what steps did you take to overcome that challenge? You're laughing already.
Yeah, many challenges. It was kind of tough, the training, and the most important one that I should tell, I wasn't practicing, I wasn't exercising for many years, and getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, then going to volleyball was kind of hard for me. That was the biggest challenge for me. As I have done the pre-training, completed it, the information side was going better, but volleyball I have improved in 4th day. I started to just play, and each and every day, as we say in Action Coach, 5% of improvement, and at the end that was great, a great experience, and that was exciting for me.
Perfect. Yeah, it's all about the little improvements every single day. then it all adds up. It all adds up at the end. So during the training, what was your biggest BFO or blinding flash of the obvious?
I think my biggest BFO is in here in 10 days is a lot ongoing. Exercises, role playing, all of it, but it's the be the coach part. Be the coach. Be the coach. And that was my BFO. I'll be the coach.
Excellent, excellent. So now that we're going to officially make you an action coach, why are you proud to be an action coach?
Our vision as Action Coach is world abundance through business re-education. And I find this motto, this sentence very powerful. and I will work with emerging successful business owners to get them to the next level. And I'm proud of being an action coach.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Umit, it is a pleasure to have you as part of our team.
It's
it was
my
a pleasure getting to know you a little bit. And everybody else out there. Oh, actually, before I have an extra question for you. It's an easy one, I promise. Will you take a selfie with me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Of course.
Excellent, excellent. I was hoping you'd say yes. So 3, 2, and 1.